Ako Jumo, gbogbo bita bá wà, whatever time tí gbogbo wa bá wà mí. Orúkọ tèmi ni Olúṣẹ́gun Akínrẹ̀mí. Same thing in Irosumeji. This is Ogbe signature, Ogbe signature. This is Oyeku signature. Same thing in Omorimeji, Oyeku signature, Ogbe signature. You can see that. So, and we go down to Obarameji, Okoromeji, Ogudameji, Osameji, Ikameji, and the way they are progressing, I understand that the Rokaleudu, Metaloa, me, I don't really believe that Rokaleudu, Metaloa. I just believe that our ancestors, they had a way of wanting their own ideas to reign supreme, just as people are still exhibiting today. You know, I believe that the only one that makes sense is the same single Odu, that single fire. But that's a story for another day. So now, if you go all the way down to Ofumeji, which is on Ogumeji, Ekpaodu, you see that it's still the same format. Oyeku signature on top, Ogbe signature follows, Oyeku signature, and then Ogbe signature. So that is the way the whole Odus were batted. And then the next thing I want to show us is the relationship between all the Odus, how they are all related, how they exhibit signs of being siblings, how you can easily tell that, oh, this one's like, because if you see my brother now, he has to look like me before you can say it's my brother. If you see my sister, she has to look like me, or have to, you know, some things have to show that, oh, we're families. Now, that's the same thing happening right here in Ifa. Okay, so moving on, we've established the parenthood, we've established the dominancy of the genes, and now we are establishing that these corpuses have the same characteristics, you know, almost the same, you know, something to prove that they are siblings. So this is Iwoimeji, this is Odimeji, Irosumeji, Omorimeji, Obarameji, Okoromeji, Ogudameji, Osameji, Ikameji, Oturukunmeji, Oturameji, Iretemeji, Oshemeji, Ofumeji, Ekpaodu. Now, we'll see that Iworimeji bearing Oyekumeji signal, Ogbe, and Oyekumeji signal again, that's the father and the mother signal. If we are to put these two Ogbemeji signal up and down, and then we interchange it with the Oyekumeji signal right here, it's going to give us Iworimeji. Same thing, if we do the same thing to Iworimeji, it's going to give us Odimeji. That's establishing that they are siblings. Now, Irosumeji, Ogbe, Oyeku signal, and Omorimeji. In fact, they are so much alike that if you flip Irosumeji upside down, it's going to give you Omorimeji. Let's go. Look, here, you have the parent, which is Ogbe and Oyeku, right? You can even see that Ogbe is single, Oyeku, double. You can see that Oyeku is just a bit fatter than Ogbe. Normally, women will be bigger than men. At temps normal, en français. And now, we're seeing Iworimeji. We are seeing Odimeji, right? I just explained that here, that if we are to rearrange it, we can see both. We can see the two inside each other. Resemblance, siblings doings. Let's go there. Now, it's getting more interesting. Look at Irosumeji. Look at it on the board. Irosumeji, Ogbe, Oyeku. Now, look at it. By the time you flip Irosumeji upside down, Irosumeji is going to give us Omorimeji. By the time you flip Omorimeji upside down, it's going to give us Irosumeji. Which is why when the Babalawo is inscribing an Odu for you, for example, let's say Babalawo wants to inscribe Okoron, Ajangbile. Ọ̀kànràn on the right, Ọ̀wọ́nrín on the left. It's Ọ̀kànràn Àjàngílẹ̀. Now, it's going to do like this. To signify that when you flip Ọ̀kànràn Àjàngílẹ̀ upside down, it's automatically going to become Ọ̀bàrà Lásù. Ọ̀bàrà lọ́tún ìlòsùn lósì, that's what it's going to become. You flip it on upside down. So if you didn't do this, and then you give because Babalawo, ideally, if you go for a consultation, they will inscribe it for you. You might want to go and verify elsewhere. So if they don't, if it's not written down, so if another Babalawo wants to explain the Odu to you, if he doesn't see this signal, you wouldn't know then if it's Ọ̀bàrà Lásù or it's Ọ̀kànràn Àjàngílẹ̀. You can try any other Odu like that. It's always like that, So moving on, look at Ọ̀bàrà Méjì. Look at Ọ̀kànràn Méjì. Now, look at them here. This is Ọ̀bàrà Méjì. This is Ọ̀kànràn Méjì. So this is Ọ̀kànràn Méjì. This is Ọ̀bàrà Méjì. By the time you flip it here, Ọ̀kànràn has become Ọ̀bàrà. That's siblings doings. That resemblance you get in siblings. That's what you're getting here. Look at Ògúdá Méjì and Ọ̀sá Méjì. This is Ògúdá Méjì. Ojoko balance. So now, look at Ògúdá Méjì. You see? Balanced. Ọ̀sá Méjì is, normally Ọ̀sá signifies the Odu of mothers of the night. So it's flying. You see the flying hand now. See it there. Info. Where is Ọ̀sá Méjì? See it here. Ògúdá Méjì is grounded. It's grounded. When you flip it, Ọ̀sá then becomes Ògúdá Méjì. Ògúdá Méjì then becomes Ọ̀sá Méjì. Soft. Siblings doings. That's how you know that they are siblings. Look at Ìka Méjì. Because now the algorithm is a little bit different here. It's almost like the Oji algorithm and the Ìwòrì Méjì. Look at it, Ìka Méjì. This is where the 1 is in Ìka Méjì. It stepped down because now it has changed from Ògúdá. Now it has changed. You see that the pattern has changed. This is where it is here. In the Oturupon. See, Ìka Méjì, Oturupon Méjì. When you flip it, Lágbára Ifá is still going to give you the same thing. Oturupon will become Ìka, Ìka will become Oturupon. You can do all of this on your own, but let me just see it through. So this is Òtúrá Méjì, the Odu that inspired me to start this lesson, because we just want to reduce Ifa to religion. It is beyond religion. There is religion in it, according to Professor Sophie. Ki Olukorere, Koma Jenimore, There's so many things in Ifa. Let's not reduce. It's stupid for us to reduce it to just, religious squabbles. Now, this is Òtúrá Méjì. This is Ìrẹtẹ̀ Méjì. Look at it here. This is Ìrẹtẹ̀ Méjì. This is Òtúrá Méjì. A step down, just the same format of Ìka. A step down here in Òtúrá, you have Ìrẹtẹ̀. A step up here in Ìrẹtẹ̀, you have Òtúrá. Now, look at it. Let's flip. You see? Ìrẹtẹ̀ ti d'Òtúrá, Òtúrá ti d'Ìrẹtẹ̀, Ọ̀pàpá ti parada. Let's go. Now, we have the last set of twins, but not the least. We have Ọ̀ṣẹ́ Méjì, we have Òfú Méjì. Òfú Méjì is also called Ọ̀ràngún Méjì. It's also called Ọ̀ràngún Méjì. So, I think it's the only Odu that has two names. The only Odu that has two names, I think. Now, look at Ọ̀ṣẹ́. 1, 2, 1, 2. Daddy, mommy, mommy, daddy, mommy. Now, Òfú is regarded as a more powerful, more potent feminine energy. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. So you can see Òfú Méjì. And why they said that is because you see two Ọ̀sá. The format of Ọ̀sá Méjì, which is the mothers of the night. You see two in Òfú. You see these two hands stretched here. Then you see the hand again stretched here again. Double of Ọ̀sá. energy in Ofu. But now that's still to tell you that that sibling things is still, it's still relatable even in the whole saga. And now let's flip it. Ofu then comfortably gives us Oshemeji, and Oshemeji comfortably gives us Ofumeji. So that is the sibling relationship between the corpuses of Ifa, the holy corpuses of Ifa. And now, if this video is being watched by someone who has an acute knowledge of computing, matrix, and the rest of further mathematics and knowledge, you will see that this goes beyond. It goes beyond what somebody can just sit and put together. This is the arithmetic of the multiverse. Do you understand? And I want to break it to you that our ancestors who never went to school, my Oluwo didn't step foot in school. He didn't even know what the four walls of the schools look like. But my Oluwo taught me all of this. And then you come around and call them illiterate. Ah, they illiterate. We can communicate with all of this. If I'm sitting down with a fellow Babalawo who might know, understand Tifa very well, and I want to speak about somebody, I want to communicate, I want to code about somebody, I can just give the Babalawo this Odu. This is Obisa. I can just do this Obisa and then give it to the Babalawo that, you see this person, this is how I'm feeling about the person. He's going to understand instantly what I'm trying to say. If it's about situation and I do that, it's going to understand. So I'm trying to understand how this is evil. You really need to answer this question for me. Please, you need to pass these videos to your pastors that screams about Ifa being evil, your afars that shout about Ifa being evil. You need to pass this video across to them. I'm not trying to gather likes and follows and all of that. This is something I want you to pass to them. Let them sit and reason and think deeply. How is this evil? I want to really understand, because I'm losing it at this point. Because we have kings who are supposed to be upholding our culture. They come around and they tell you that they even had a song they were singing when I was growing up in church. Ijo tí mo jó, ijo àdúrà ni, baba má jẹ́ n sọ̀dí ìwùkẹ́ níwájú Ifá. What is that? How low can you people go? Because I don't know. Now, you see all of this. I mean, there are so many cultures all around the world, so many traditions that might be scary and all of that. But you see all of this. It's just pure mathematics, pure science. This is where mathematics came from. These codes you're looking at. So I'm going to take it a step further on my next lecture. We are going to start dissecting the Odus. You understand? We're going to start dissecting it as much as possible. As much as ogberically possible. Because if you are an ogberi, there are some things you can know. If you are initiated, there are some things you can know. But as much as it's ogberically possible, we're going to be dissecting it so that your children, bring them around, let them see, let them learn, let them grow. All of the magic they are doing in computer today, all of the binary codes and all, I'm still going to expatiate a little bit more about the binary code in Ifa. I know it's a very common knowledge now, but I'm going to add my own input into it so that we understand that Ifa is not evil. I want you get those your pastors, those your imam, those your afars, those religious people that carry religion on their head. I want you to sit them down, and play my video to them. I don't want to be inciting people against people. I don't want to be causing trouble and be calling people out and be bashing people when people don't understand something. Let me tell you, the first day I saw my Oluwo, and I got to the place and I said to him, it wasn't Oluwo then, I said, Oluwo, if somebody were to say in Jesus' name, would you die? He just laughed. He said, why would you die? I said, that's what we saw in the movies. Because if my family just said, Jesus, Babalawos will die. You understand? So I know people, when people don't understand something, go out of hand. But there is no big deal. just open your heart and learn. You know, you can also be a traditionalist, you can be a babalawo, you can be and still be you know, be woke, you know, still have all the liberty you want in the world and everything, because every one of us is tied to one of these odu. As I always say, at temps normal, ceteris paribus, all things being equal. Normally, when things were going normally, at temps normal is when things were going normally. That's French. Now, every Yoruba family will do akosejaye for their newly born the third day. Some on the first week, they'll do akosejaye. So inside the akosejaye, one of these odus would have come out with the code for the life journey of such child. This is where we lost it. And I'm hoping that we are able to do something about it. You're real.